Hi, this is Maggie Pearson. Today, we will be investigating the Hill School's prefect selection process to answer the following questions. What is the general criteria for selecting prefects? Who is asked for input in selection? And is the process as impartial as it's supposed to be? Prefects are student residential life advisors elected by the faculty and dorm parents to reside in underclassmen and upperclassmen dormitories. A prefect serves as an assistant dorm parent and older sibling to the students on their hall. The process has been criticized for being vague in its criteria for candidates and tough with its choices.
The way that the selection process works overall, we get the list of students and we'll look it over initially and talk about it a little bit. Is there anybody on there who surprises us for some reason, or is there anybody on there or anybody not on there who surprises us, who we kind of wonder why they didn't apply? And so we'll have some follow-up conversations just to kind of make sure that we have a list that gives us the best possible candidates so that we can get the best possible prefect teams.
So, what does it take to be a prefect?
What comes to mind first for me is responsibility. What we know in this process and in general is people are not born leaders. So it's a position that takes a lot of time. So it means that a person has to be organized and motivated to do things outside of their own little world.
I've had some of those conversations in my dorm this year, and a lot of it has been about, I know you take really hard classes, or I know you play hockey. How is the time going to fit in? And all I have to do is frame that question, and then it's up to the student to think about what's the answer going to be and how am I going to do this. But doing that kind of thing before you even apply definitely helps you be prepared.
Who has input in the process?
We usually split them up for the interviews, which the dorm heads mostly do. Mrs. Lagore is always available to do some, so Mr. Baum or Mrs. Eccleston, but the dorm heads try to do those because at the end of the day, the dorm heads are the ones who are working with the prefects most closely.
Those that have input in the process mainly are the dorm heads and the dorm parents. But this year, it's actually something we did in the past. We're going to ask the entire student body to weigh in on those applicants, just with the rating system, just to see how people feel about their peers, because oftentimes it's students who know more about their peers than the faculty.
Do you need to be close with your dorm parents to be a prefect? One anonymous student had this to say. From personal experience, I can say that the prefect process is highly influenced based on who the faculty favors. It's a sad reality, but has a deep truth to it.
Well, obviously the prefect process worked out for me being a 2-year prefect, but I definitely think that the faculty have some say in who works well together to make sure that it meshes.
The perspective of students that maybe have been a day student or are applying but aren't close with their dorm parents, and thinking that will trouble them in the prefect selection process.
If there's somebody who's I've just never really taught or lived with or anything, I might go ask that student's current dorm parent.
It is unsure how much weight is put on having relationships with faculty, but it is clear that the dorm parents do try to make the prefect selection process fair for everyone.
We're great members of this hall.